Hi guys, I'm Danica Ferrante from mybeautyscraps.com, and today I have another card idea for the April 2017 paper pumpkin kit called a Sara thing. Here's the instruction sheet where you can see all the cards as they're designed. They are so fun, and I think it's like the watercolor technique or something of this kit that really makes each card unique and individual. So my alternative ideas, I think, are just like a little less alternative. It's more like I'm starting with each card as they're designed and just tweaking it a little bit. So if you watched my first video for the kit this month, you saw we created these cards, and I think it's hard to see that wink of Stella that we did. Oh, there you can see it a little bit on the watercoloring, but it's even more beautiful in person. This one was really, really fun. If you missed that video, go check it out. I have a paper pumpkin playlist over on my YouTube channel, so you can see all of my alternative ideas, and also you can see Paper Pumpkins videos, which show you how to create all of the cards as designed. And for this month, Sara did the instructional video because she designed the kit. So that was a really, really fun one. So you should definitely check it out. But the card that we're going to be making today was my little twist on this card. Isn't that so cute? I love the butterflies. I have to admit, when the dragonfly framelits came out, I was a little distracted from my butterfly framelits, but I'm coming back around. I love the way it looks on this card. So here you can see on the instruction sheet that that one's just a little bit different. But let's get started crafting. I'll show you how I made it. All right, so I've got my little bowl of water here with the awesome paintbrush that was included in the kit this month. This is really a nice quality watercolor brush. It's definitely not cheap. That was a nice little free gift that we got in the kit this month. So I'm starting off with the pink watercolor pencil, and that one is Melon Mambo. I just love that all the Stampin' Up! Colors match across everything. It's so fun, even the watercolor pencils. So I went heavy-handed with the yellow at first toward the right-hand side, and then I kind of just went a little bit lighter in my pressure as I went along working to the left, because I'm gonna overlap it a little bit with this yellow watercolor pencil. And that yellow one is Daffodil Delight. They're going to blend together once I add the water, and it just creates the most beautiful orange color in between them. I found it was easier to blend if I actually blended the pencils first and then went in and blended it out with the water. So when I started adding the water, I started adding it in the yellow side. I find it easier to work from lightest to darkest. So I added it over the yellow first and then cleaned off my brush and then started working where the colors overlap with the orange section. And in between, you can see me tearing off little pieces of paper towel to kind of wipe up the excess that pulls up on those embossed areas. But I just love this embossed resist technique. You really don't have to worry about staying inside the lines at all. It's really fun, and this design is just really pretty. So then I'm just taking another little bit of paper towel in the end and just cleaning up those sections and blending a little more of the orange. And here you can see up close how gorgeous it is when these two colors come together to make that like peachy orange color. It's so pretty. And when it catches the light, you can see that little bit of like shine from the embossed area too. So I did a little prep to make the card. You can see up at the top there, I already die cut one of the butterflies from the Bold Butterfly Framelit set. I love those framelets. When the Dragonfly set came out, I feel like I was doing everything dragonflies because I was so obsessed with the new one. But the butterflies are really just one of my absolute favorites. I pulled out my basic black archival ink pad. We got the mini ink pad in the kit this month, but I'm just using my full size because it's easier. And I'm gonna stamp some of those little kind of splattery dots around. It gives it a nice artistic look. One thing you have to be careful though, because of the embossed areas, if you leave it alone, this ink will dry on those embossed areas. But I didn't really know that at first. And I was like, oh, I'll just wipe it up off the embossed areas. And I did create a little bit of smudging, which you'll see here in a second. But because we're using that butterfly dye over it, you're really not going to notice it in the end. So here you can see I smudged a little. If I was just patient and left it alone, it would have dried, as I decided to do with the ones that are over on the yellow part. You'll see me give up on that in a second. And there I'm deciding, yep, that butterfly is going to cover that up. Easy, easy fix. So I decided to add a few more of those little stamped splatters to the front of the card. And while I had this stamp out, I thought I would decorate the inside of my card too. Something about when I have a dark colored card base and I'm using a little insert like this inside so it's easy to write on. Something about that always inspires me to decorate the inside of the card. Otherwise, I usually don't think about it. So I decided to stamp splatters. First, I thought I was just going to do those two opposite corners, but then I decided to do it all along the top and the bottom of the insert. So it was kind of like a little bit of a fade out from the top to the bottom. And while I have my ink out, I'm going to finish my stamping for the card as well. So one card I'm always in need of more of are birthday cards. And this stamp set that's included in the kit this month has a lot of little tiny words that go along with those two larger brush stroke words, like you and best are the two large words in this stamp set. So I'm going to be using that large U, but this little one says happy birthday to, and then you use the large U right along with that. And I love photopolymer stamps for sentiments because I am the queen of stamping a crooked sentiment when I'm using a rubber stamp. So I love the photopolymer. You can see right through it to make sure it's straight. And especially when you're using these tiny words with these larger, really gorgeous brush stroke words. It's really nice to be able to see through it and get those words really close together and exactly how you want them. And these stamps are actually Sara's handwriting this month. I just thought that was so cool. She has gorgeous handwriting. I wish my handwriting was that nice. Nobody wants a stamp set in my handwriting. But I loved the way that sentiment turned out. And butterflies just go with everything. So we also got this really cool diagonal stripe washi tape in the kit this month. And if you look at the instructions for the kit, it shows you lots of different ways that it's intended to be used. One of them is on this card along the bottom. So I did follow the instructions for that part. But I also decided to carry it over into the inside of the card because that's one of my favorite ways to use washi tape. If you just want a quick decoration for the inside of your card, I always go to a stripe of washi tape on the top, on the bottom, or even sometimes both. On this one, I'm just going to put that along the bottom. And I really liked that it's transparent too, so you can see some of those little splatters poking out in between those stripes. I thought that looked really cute. I think I was trying to decide if it was going to go on the top or the bottom, and I went with on the bottom. So I'm just going to use my snail adhesive to adhere that to the inside of the card. And these are awesome and already pre-cut for you. So they're pre-cut a little bit smaller than the card base. So you can put that right in there with a border of the black card base on all four sides. And because my fast fuse is still packed away from my onstage trip, I'm going to use my snail to adhere this watercolor panel to the front. You're going to see me just put a ton of snail on the back of this because the watercolor paper is heavier than our regular cardstock, and it does get a little bit warped from watercoloring, so I really wanted to make sure it was adhered on there very well. The Fast Fuse is a stronger adhesive though, so if you have it, I would recommend using that. But if you're using snail, just make sure you put enough on to really hold it on there. And to adhere the butterfly to the front, I'm going to pull out my Tombow Mono Multi Liquid Glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the dragonfly's body. I like it when the wings can kind of still flap around a little bit. So if you just put a little line down the dragonfly's body, it's going to hold it onto your card well enough, but it still gives the wings just a little bit of movement, and adds a little bit of dimension to the card. And see how those wings just camouflage that little smudge we had? Perfect. And I thought it was cute, but it needed something else, and I love our rhinestones, you guys, and these rhinestones are on the retiring list. It like broke my heart when I saw that. You can see the sheet I have that's almost all used up. But I love these rhinestones. I just think they are the best out there. I have never seen rhinestones that are as sparkly. I love the sizes they come in. I love that you can see on the full sheet on the left there's sections that are like strung together so you can do like a whole border with them. Our rhinestones are awesome, and I'm so sad that they're going to be retiring. But the bright side of that is that they're on a crazy sale price. So if you head over to my online store, there's a link in the description box below. You can check out all of the items that are on the retiring list, and some of them are just at crazy sale prices. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like these rhinestones are close to, if not half price. So stock up while you can before they are gone. I know I'm going to. I love these things. When I started putting them down on the butterfly, first I thought I was just going to put one on, just like for the butterfly's head, but I thought it needed more, so I just decided to go crazy and put them in a row all down the butterfly's body. I'm using my scissors kind of as tweezers to pick them up, and fumbling around with them just a little bit. But these aren't my normal scissors. I think my other ones were packed away too from on stage. I still have to unpack. But oop, I popped one off. So I was just kind of, they're self-adhesive, so they have like a little glue dot on the back. So you just, after I get them like where I want them, I just give them a firm press to hold them down. And I accidentally popped one off. But there I am. So they still have a little bit of like wiggle room once you put them down. Oh, I just love how this came out. It's so cute. It's so bright and cheerful. And after this long winter, I am ready for some bright and cheerful colors and some spring weather. So I hope you guys enjoyed making this card with me today. I absolutely love this kit. If you're not already a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you should totally join in on the fun. In the description box below, I'll leave a link where you can choose to subscribe month to month, or you can shop in my online store and buy a prepaid subscription. I'll leave a link where you can do that too. Prepaid subscriptions are available for 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and a whole year. And when you get a whole year, you get a pretty good discount on the monthly price. So that's the way I do it. If you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to contact me using the link in the description box below. I'm always happy to hear from you guys. And make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next fun video. Bye, guys.